Hello gamers, this is DNH and welcome back to SkyBlock Quickcarpet. So I'm over here in the flower farm. I didn't get a huge amount done, but I will show you what I got done. So last week I talked about looking at these patterns in the flower forest and finding places to put all of the various farms. So here, let me show you what I've got. So I basically made these grass pads. And I have one automated farm, which I'll kind of show you too. So this one, if we hit the B, is cornflower. So if you bone meal anywhere in this, it's cornflower. And it needs to be like a 7x7. You can kind of see the edges where it's a different flower. But there's plenty of like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's plenty of space within this to get a 7x7 area. Actually, the only one that doesn't have that is the dandelion. So poppy is not that important because the iron golems drop poppy. I actually have way more poppies than anything else, but I think I will probably build one just in case. I just probably won't run it that much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's plenty in 7x7. So this is about the best dandelion area I could find within a relevant range, and it's not quite there. Like if we look from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this one corner is going to be cut off. So if I try to move over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this corner will be cut off. So basically, it's not quite a 7x7. There's going to be one corner cut off. So probably in order to prevent actually getting the reason I'm caring about this is I want to build a chest system that doesn't collect just a bunch of random flowers, right? And, collecting just one type of flower versus two types even is much better. So I would probably just leave this block being, just not grass, basically. So when it gets bone mealed, nothing's going to happen. Over here, we see that this is the light. Well, it's it's the white tulip, I guess. It makes light gray dye, but I think all of the flowers make light gray dye. So I don't know why I called this a light gray tulip, and because I thought it was more gray. I built this out of stone. I was probably going to use white concrete for the other white flowers. I don't know how much that makes a difference. We'll see. And I'm not super duper happy with this encasement. So if I go up, this is still going to be the same thing. It doesn't matter what Y level or Z level. Is it Z level? No, Y level. It doesn't matter what level this is at. It's still the same thing. So in here, I followed a tutorial by OMG Chad, and there's a lot of tutorials out there. But basically, this is an automated farm, and I'm going to put the switch down there. So what it does is it bone meals and uses water to sweep the stuff away and into a hopper, and then bone meals. I'll turn the thing off. So yeah, this is normal grass, and then boom, bone meals, leaves that and drops it down. And this collects flowers very fast, which I can appreciate. And let me go down here. And I haven't hooked up any chest with it yet, but yeah, so white tulips, I don't know if I'm going to do white concrete for this and kind of replace it. We'll see. I don't know. So what I'm going to probably do under here, I haven't hooked this up to anything. I'm probably going to make a separator that separates out the wheat seeds from the tulips and probably immediately dumps wheat seeds into a compactor or composter to make more bone meal. And I'm going to find some way of filling this with bone meal. I mean, I haven't really spent a lot of time on it yet. I'm sure it'll be fine. No big deal. But here's some of the underside workings. I'm not going to show it to you. Again, no tutorials, OMG Chad, and there's a lot of these type of flower farms. But anyway, so I need to run the redstone signal and whatever. But this is like, and it looks big because there's nothing really else built around here. But it is kind of big. I don't know how I feel about that exactly. But that's the type of farm, and it needs to be somewhat big. So maybe just a little bit less imposing, or well, it's not that bad. I mean, and there are going to be ones dotted all around. Yeah, we'll see. And over there, those two are kind of close together. But again, I'm not that worried about the poppy, and I can move it out a little bit. And actually, there were other, I think, poppy areas that were big enough. So we'll see if that doesn't work. But I kind of think I can make a double farm area that kind of does the thing that I needed to do. So anyway, what else we have? So this is, I guess, the pink tulips. Is that what's over here? Yeah, and there's plenty of space for that. I think this is the daisies, the oxeye daisies. Is that, no, azure bullet. Okay, those are the little white flower things. Over here is, I think this is the orange tulips, and this is the only one that I built two of. So this space is big enough for orange tulips, and this is probably going to be the one that I use. I don't know why I did that. Okay. And then here's a space for, is this the alum? Okay, those are purple. Here's the, I guess, red tulip. So I am going to build one for red tulips just in case I want those. There we go. And let's come back over here. And then this must be the oxeye daisies right here. No, Lily of the Valley. Okay, I'm batting terribly here. This is the other orange tulip though, and the thing is, so it's that platform and this platform, and I think the reason why I originally did was this was one of the first platforms I found, and it was right on the pathway. So I was like, maybe I don't want to build this, and then I found that one, so I was like, okay, fine. But then two other platforms ended up being on the pathway, so that's not as big a deal. But at the same time, this is the first thing from the pathway coming from outside entrance. Not to mention, those are slightly more offset, whereas this is right in the middle. So I probably will use that one and just kind of make the path sort of wander in and around there. That's fine. So this third time's a charm. This has to be the daisy. Okay, the oxeye daisy. There you go. And then finally, over here is where we go into the swamp biome, and this is where you can get blue orchid. And you see that this isn't colored at all because it's swamp, so it's going to be the blue orchid. So no big deal. So that's I just wanted to show you kind of the progress. I don't have a ton of stuff done already, and I'm still somewhat up in the air about what I'm going to do with those automated farms. I mean, that is going to be what the automated farms are. But do I want to make them as imposing? Do I want to, okay, I don't know why that guy's there. Did I, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It should have been okay. I don't know, whatever. Sometimes it's kind of weird, I guess, when it goes down in light level. Fine, doesn't really matter. Okay, so I don't know. I could also sleep too. It is nighttime, but anyway. So I don't think it'll be that bad. But there are some. I do still need to do something about the Switch. I do still need to do something. I don't know if I'm going to change the color a little bit. And basically in between these, I'm going to have platforms that go, and I'm going to leave some space, I think, then kind of open to the ground, because it's going to be like a hanging in gardens type of thing. So I want to be able to have some areas where you can kind of see the sky below you to give the feeling of it being hanging. And then, again, I'm going to incorporate bees. I'm going to incorporate a lot of stuff. Also, this farm is how I'm going to get wither roses, and so I'm planning on some kind of base thing here in and around here, and then making this really is just kind of a staircase down to that thing on the side. I plan on making something that looks more like almost a natural tunnel that comes up to somewhere in and around here, or in and around there. And then, having it be more almost like, oh, it's a natural cave that you go down into, and then that I've tunneled across all the way to get to, basically strip mined or branch mined all the way across to get to where I spawn the wither. So, we'll see. those are my plans right now. I always caveat that things can change, but I do like to keep y'all up to date about what I'm doing, what's going on, and I feel really good about finding the areas and how this is going to look. I could pillar up too. I don't know how much I looked when I was when I was up on top of the automated farm over there. But yeah, so those are the pads that exist out there, and I could hit the B, but while you can see only so far for the colors that they go off, and so you can't really see what the pads are basically. But anyway, so yeah. So that front one's probably not going to be. It's probably going to be that one that's orange. And really, I only need a 7x7 space. You see that these pads are bigger, but somewhere within there, just being a 7x7 space is going to be what that's kind of centered on. So yeah, that is that is where I am at on this flower farm. Not that much done in this last week, really. It's still been kind of getting back into the swing of things and playing some different games and doing some other stuff. So, not always not always the most amount of time for Minecraft. Also just been some stuff that I've been trying to take care of around the house. So, but that's okay. No big deal. Always, even if I don't progress as much as I like, each and every week or 2 weeks or month or whatever, as long as you get a little bit closer to your goal, that's my goal with this project, with this map. I'm gonna continue to just work on it here and there, and I mean, I'm already there's a crazy number of areas that are already built up, and I'm already impressed with what I've done on this map within, I guess it's been a year and a few months now, but I'm hoping that 2 years from now, 5 years from now, I'll still be doing stuff, and it'll be good. So I am gonna go. As always, gamers, have a good evening, day, and night. Minecraft, time lapse, mob traps, world maps, cat naps, rap tracks, perhaps. You'll tune in and watch the hijinks, and if you like, click the up and subscribe links.